Hello, all right there. I am Mike Russell from musicradiocreative.com, and it's fantastic to be live with you and answering more of your questions, as I always like to do on this live stream. If you have a question, whether it's about audio, making it sound better, making it sound worse maybe, even using a crazy plugin, get in touch via the community at community.musicradiocreative.com. I'll be covering a question sent in by Pete today. This is going to be fantastic. It is covering a plugin, so a plugin I've never touched before. Very excited to have an explore of this. And I like to use plugins in my workflow, but when I'm producing audio, I always use native effects in Adobe Audition. Most of the time, I'd say 80% of the time, I'll bring in something from Waves Audio occasionally when I need it. But I've created this template that I use regularly, so I have all my favorite presets ready to go when producing great sounding audio. Now, if you'd like this all done for you, a kind of template to work from when you're producing audio as well, go and check out my Adobe Audition presets over at mrc.fm/presets. That's mrc.fm/presets, and get the template right there and ready for you so that when you start producing, you can just go. Right, over here, somewhere over there. In the ether. There is a private message via the community from Pete, who watches regularly in Austria. And in fact, it's so funny. Pete actually sent me a video of her cat. This is just an aside. Let's see if I can find it, actually, because it would be quite funny, I think, to show you this picture of her cat watching an MRC live stream. So what have we got here? MRC live, prep. Aha, here it is. Let's play. This is so funny, but just wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Oh, yes, the cat is watching MRC live. Can we get a little expression on the cat's face to see? No, not amused. Not amused at all. By Mike Russell, editing away there. Thank you. It's a minute and a half worth of footage of Pete's cat watching me do a live stream, so thanks for sending that in. Anyway, Pete has made me aware of this plugin called A1TriggerGate. It's kind of dance music EDM plugin from a developer called Alex Hilton at a1audio.de. Now, she's having a particular problem of hiss being on other tracks, even when the plugin is on one specific track. How do I fix this, Mike? And also, she's using the Trance Gate 03 and Echo. Any way to replicate it with native Audition effects? Hey, let's have a look in. Now, I've not used this plugin before, so I've just kind of started recording something. The plugin is not enabled at the moment, and I just recorded this earlier. Have a listen. Welcome to MRC Live with Mike Russell. Okay, obviously I recorded that in the Adobe Audition presets that I use, so it's nicely processed. Now enable A1TriggerGate, and let's bring it up. Right, it's working at 120 BPM, which just happens to be what my track is in. Let's have a listen. And welcome to MRC Live with Mike Russell. That's cool. So it's kind of echoey, Transgate 02. Welcome to MRC Live. I wonder if these do different things. With Mike, welcome to MRC Live. Welcome to MRC Live with Mike Russell. Very cool effects. I'm just going to take this plugin out and reinsert it just to see if I get the same hiss. So it's a VST plugin. You can also get it as an audio unit. I think it's on Windows, Mac, even Linux, I think. So yeah, A1TriggerGate. Welcome to MRC Live with Mike Russell. Oh, I see. So it's kind of gating the voice out. So you do that with like automation envelopes, drawing them, I guess, on with this yellow thing here. But you could do it far better with a plugin such as this. So you could draw on little loops like that to do your gating, obviously fading right the way down. You might want to switch the time display to a bars and beats, 120 BPM, so you can kind of see the beats there and edit, as I'm guessing this does on the fly, and it's kind of got like a clicker here, so you can do different mixes to the beats. So House Rhythm 01. Welcome to MRC with so it kind of jumbles up like you hear in lots of contemporary pop music. Let's see, Trance 03. This is the one that Pete likes. Welcome MRC Live with Mike Russell. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Now let me just play a bit of the track at the end and see whether we get the hissing. Oh wow, wow. I just had to turn that up, but that's amazing. That's an amazing amount of hiss, Pete. You're absolutely right. I'm experiencing that too, and funnily enough, that is on the track I'm not using. But I wonder... Yeah, that's an amazing amount of almost like tape hiss. It might just be something to do with the plugin. You might need to get in touch with the developer about this. But I'm just wondering, if I pop down my automations here and show the volume envelope, I wonder if I fade off this particular channel, whether it will affect it. No, that horrible hiss is there. What happens if I place a fade envelope on the end of this? That kind of fades it out. Let me just make sure the hiss is not at the end of this track. Oh no, I've actually got a track with hiss on. So maybe I'm being deceived here. Maybe there's a hiss within a hiss. No hiss there. Let's bring the plugin back up. Ah, now, you know, there is hiss. I had a kind of double red herring there because there is some hiss on the edge of that track that I'm using. But I can clearly hear it. Let me turn the gain up for you, just to max a little bit more. It's about as high as I can go, but there is hiss there. I don't know, Pete. Whoa, that's loud. The best way to do it, I think, is fade off the volume when you're not using the plugin, and that eliminates the hiss at the end. As for what this plugin does, brilliant stuff with the A1TriggerGate. Let's bring it back up. So we've got all these different effects. Look at this. So this might be quite good for like just getting your MRC live. Let's take this. Wow. Okay, so we're kind of cutting in on beats here. Let's actually sync this up with the first beat of bar 2 here by the timeline. Where are we? Going back here. And what I guess you can do, if you wanted to do this kind of manually, in a manual kind of way, you'd be gating out bits of the audio like this, but on beat, as you can see I'm doing here. So doing some chops, and then I'd apply an echo at 120 BPM. I'll show you how to do that in just a moment. So something like this. Let's see if we can create something similar. Right, so I'm gating every half beat at the moment, I think. There we go. Perfect. Okay, let's see how that sounds. I'm going to take out the A1TriggerGate for the moment, switch it off, disable. Okay, so that's my replication of Trance 03 gate, and then I would just, instead of having the A1TriggerGate, I would go into delay and echo, and I want to work in beats, and I want to be working at, say, 1 beat and 0.5 of a beat. Let's hear how that sounds. So something like that, you can manipulate it, you can bring more treble into the delay. Bring in more. Let's see, now we're bringing in the 1K. Where's the M? And I'm just going to do the noise gating for the rest of this so it sounds kind of uniform. Makes sense. And we're going to get a kind of gated MRC live. Oh, that's just there. Pretty funky. So you do that just by chopping out using the beat ruler at the top, switching it time display bars and beats to the tempo of your track, and then adding in an echo. You can work in a delay time unit of beats there. So I've got a beat and half a beat working there. Switch that off, get rid of all this, and then stretch this all back out. We'll hear the original back in action. To MRC Live. MRC Live. That's without my manual gating. Add the echo on. MRC Live. Switch off the echo, switch on the A1TriggerGate that I've been demoing here. MRC Live. Let's go back to your TranceGate 03. MRC Live. It's pretty close, but I have to say it's a funky plugin, and yeah, I'm really, really liking this plugin. So yeah, go and try it out. Check it out for yourself. You can grab it at a1audio.de, I believe. And thank you so very much, Pete, for sharing that with me and also the viewers of this live stream. Like I said, if you've got a question, community.musicradiocreative.com. Just send me an email via the website at musicradiocreative.com. And if you'd like to use the presets that you can see here in the background I use to produce audio, go and grab them. They're my very own presets for Adobe Audition, and they're available for you right now at mrc.fm/presets.